morning and afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. Welcome to today's debate. My name is Louise Gagliardi and I'm the chair, madam. The timekeeper is Nixon's Domina and Miss G is the adjudicator. The topic for this debate is that cats are better than dogs. Hoping to convince you of the truth of this statement is the affirmative team, seated to my right. Trying to show the statement is false is the negative team seated to my left. The speaking time for this debate is 3 minutes. A single warning bell will sound at 2 minutes, and double bell will sound at 3 minutes. I call upon the first affirmative speaker, Bianca Archdale.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that cats are much better than dogs. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. We define the topic as cats are small carnivores, domesticated, soft-furred mammals with a tail and whiskers. It has also got quite sharp claws. Better meaning, of superior value, more desirable, of more use. Dogs, which are a very common domesticated four-legged carnivores, mammal of many different breeds that bark. Today, as first speaker, I'll be talking to you about how cats are affectionate and playful and easy to look after. Our second speaker will be talking about hygiene of cats and how they're good pets for elderly and busy people. Our third speaker will sum up our team case and rebut of opposition's arguments. I'm going to discuss 2 points. My first point is how cats are affectionate and loving pets. This is because they do not hurt you when they are playing, they are not rough, and when they are cuddling you, they do not scratch or bite you. Now to my second point, cats are easy to look after. This is because cats clean themselves, they bury the litter, and sometimes play by themselves when you are quite busy. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, our team believes that cats are much better than dogs.
I call upon the first negative speaker, Mikey Sheehan.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, this topic of the debate is that cats are better than dogs. We agree with the definition given by the affirmative team. However, we, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. The first speaker of the affirmative team has tried to tell you that cats are playful. This is wrong because cats are independent and don't play with you. They just sleep and eat. Today, as first speaker, I will be talking to you about how dogs are easier to train. Our second speaker will be talking to you about how dogs play with you. Our third speaker will rebut and sum our team case. I will be discussing 2 points. My first point is how dogs obey their owner, and my second point being how dogs care. So, how dogs can have jobs. This is because they hunt with you and keep you company. Another reason to support this is that you can walk a dog on a leash, but cats are lazy and won't walk with you at all. Now to my second point, how dogs can have jobs. This is because they are very intelligent and know, for the instance, how to stop at the lights and let someone blind know when to go. Another reason to support this is, at home, doorbell rings. Well, if you have a dog, it'll bark to let you know if there's someone there. Also, you can train it to get the morning paper. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my team and I believe that dogs are very resourceful. Why not go and buy a dog today?
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
I call upon the second affirmative speaker, Sarah Lewinsky.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that cats are better than dogs. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. The first speaker from the negative team has tried to tell you that dogs obey their owner. This is wrong because although dogs hunt, they use their teeth and are more vicious because sometimes from their hunting skills they use it on other people. Our first speaker's already explained that cats are affectionate and playful. Today I will be talking to you about 3 points. How cats are hygienic and are great pets for elderly and busy people. My first point is that cats are hygienic. This is because they clean themselves so that elderly people don't have to bath them, since they might not be able to bend down. Cats are also the best pets for busy people who don't have enough time to bath them. Cats are hygienic because they do their. Now to my second point. How cats are hygienic. This is because they have a Cats do their business in the litter box or the garden because how many times have you ever stepped on or seen cat poo? Never. Also, dogs do their business wherever they are. This is because
Go to your summary. Do you know your summary?
So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, our team believes that cats are better than dogs.
I call upon the second negative speaker, Adam Watts.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. As a member of the negative team, I believe that dogs are much better than cats. The second affirmative speaker has tried to tell you dogs are vicious and bite other people. This is wrong because just think, if dogs weren't vicious, there would be no guard dog. The guard dog can help stop burglars breaking in and sniff people out at quarantine. Today I will be talking to you about 3 points. Dogs play with you, diverse breeds, and good exercise. Now to my first point, dogs can play with you. Dogs are very energetic. You can play games with dogs like chasey, fetch, tug of war, things like that. And a dog is always ready to play with you, not like a cat. Now to my second point, dogs give you good exercise. Dogs, as I said before, dogs can play with you, play games with you, and I've given you some examples. You can take a dog to the beach, but not a cat, because cats are usually afraid of water. My third and final argument to support our case is dogs come in many diverse breeds. You can pick a perfect dog for your lifestyle. You might have a big dog for if you want to take it to walks, or a small dog for if you just want a pet.
You can choose different breeds. For example, allergy-free dogs like a poodle because it has wool instead of hair. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my team and I believe that dogs are playful and yeah, thank you.
No. Yeah. Call upon the third affirmative speaker.
Lisa just needs a bit more time.
Unfortunately, you actually do have to sort of get your notes together and then get
You
up.
can't ask for more time, as I discovered in my third debate.
Yeah, when the adjudicator clears you, then you just sort of compile all your cards together. You'll be
Good afternoon, Madam Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic for our debate is that cats are better than dogs. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. The first negative speaker has tried to tell you dogs are easier to train. This is wrong because you can train cats and walk them if you start training them at an early age. The second negative speaker tried to tell you dogs play with you. Cats can play with you too. Dogs usually does rough play too. Our first speaker spoke to you about how cats are affectionate and playful. Cats don't do rough play like scratching and biting. Our second speaker has told you that how cats are hygienic. Cats are easy to look after for all people. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, our team believe that cats are better than dogs because cats are more affectionate and they're more easy to look after. Thank you.
No, I can.
I call upon the third negative speaker, James Gray.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Topic for our debate is that cats are better than dogs. We, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. The first affirmative speaker has tried to tell you cats are very playful and don't scratch or bite. This is wrong because all kittens and cats bite and scratch at some point, for example, when angry or annoyed. Why, my cat Fudge always scratches and bites me when he is angry. The second affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that cats are hygienic and bury their business. This is wrong because while you are gardening, pulling out the weeds, crunch, you pull up cat business. The third affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that cats are hygienic. This is wrong because cats lick with saliva, which is less clean than soap and water. Our first speaker spoke to you about how dogs have jobs and how very intelligent they are. For example, dogs can work for the fire brigade and police station. Our second speaker spoke to you about how they come in many different breeds. Considering this statement, if you went and bought a dog
you could get the dog just right for you. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my team and I believe that dogs are better than cats.
Please remain quietly seated while the adjudicator finalises the results.
And timekeeper, can I have the time sheet?
I now ask the adjudicator, Ms. G, to come forward with award the debate.
You do usually clap for the adjudicator. All right. Firstly, fantastic debate, especially because it was probably a lot of your first debates. So that was a really excellent effort for everyone. Now I will go through each speaker at a time in the order that you spoke and just give you a little bit of feedback, things you did really well in your speech, and ways you could improve your debate. So the first affirmative, Bianca, you had a very thorough definition, which was great, and you gave the negative team something strong to agree with. You probably could have made it a little bit shorter, but it was great to see a good full definition. I thought you had a really good method, which means that everything a first speaker of the affirmative team is supposed to do, you did perfectly and in the right order. So you had your introduction, then what you're going to talk about, definition, everything. So that was very well done. And you also had a lovely speaking voice. It was clear and at a good pace, so it was nice and slow. Everyone had time to take in all the information that you were giving us. The only thing I said was that you could have used a bit more eye contact, so you did do a lot of reading off your notes. And again, that really just comes down to how much time you have to be able to practice your debate. But yeah, just looking up at the audience a bit more would be great. The first negative, Mikey. Mikey, you had great eye contact and very good rebuttal about how cats just sleep and eat, so they're not very fun to play with. You had a good team split, talking about what each team member is going to be arguing. And you had a very nice, strong conclusion, but your voice could have used a little bit more expression and emphasis on some words, just to make it more interesting to listen to for the audience. Now the second affirmative, Sarah. Firstly, I'd like to say, Sarah, that it was very brave to ask to restart, because some people do just get very upset or nervous and then, run out the door crying. So that was great. It's good to just compose yourself. The only thing I would say is everyone can feel free, when you are called up by the chairman, just take a little bit of time, put your notes in order. I mean, if you take 10, 20 seconds before you get up, it can save having to restart in future. Sarah, you had a good eye contact and a lovely clear voice. The only thing I said was that the point of rebuttal that you had seemed a little bit mixed up to me. So you said, the other team said that dogs are obedient with their masters, and then you said that's wrong because they're vicious, they can be used for hunting. And that didn't really make sense to me. I didn't see the connection. But overall, yeah, a very good debate and nice shot at it. Second negative, Adam. Adam, you had really good rebuttal about how dogs' viciousness can be used for good, like in guard dogs. So I thought that was a really good way of turning it around. You also had really good eye contact, but try to look around at the audience more. So don't just look up into the one spot. You're probably a bit distracted by the camera. Adam, the only thing I said was don't fidget your feet. You did sort of tend to go like this a bit. I mean, you didn't walk around, but you did move quite a bit on the one spot, and that can be distracting for someone watching you. So just to make your argument really strong and drive all your points home for the audience, if you just stand still and straight, people would just be able to pay attention to what you're saying rather than what you're doing. And finally, third affirmative, Elisa. Elisa, you had a great confident start, which is fantastic. It really draws all the audience in. You also had a beautiful speaking voice that was loud and clear. Although you did speak a little bit fast sometimes, so if you do slow down a bit, it'd make your time longer because you only spoke for 1 minute and 13 seconds, so it's quite a short debate on the shorter end of the 2-minute time slot that you have. You gave a good shot at rebuttal as well, especially about how dogs might be playful, but they can also rough play, so that way they can be dangerous. I thought that was a very good rebuttal point. But you could have used a bit more rebuttal as a third speaker. And the third negative, James. James, you had, again, a very confident manner and really enthusiastic start. Really made me sit up and pay attention to your debate. You had a good use of humour about finding a nice little surprise when you're gardening. I thought that was good. And a very good team summary about what your team said. The only thing was that you might need a little bit more rebuttal as a third speaker for the negative team. So you have the advantage of being able to have the last say in the debate. So it's really good to get as much rebuttal in as you can possibly work in.
Yeah, about that, probably in my next couple of debates, I'll probably get sheets of paper that I can add in.
Yeah, that would be great. And my only other criticism, James, of your debate was that you brought in anecdotal evidence, which we were saying before we don't like that much. When you were talking about my cat Fudge will scratch me if she's angry with me or anything. It's enough to just say that cats can get angry and that they can scratch you when you do that, because it's not the best examples to use when it's personal examples, because it might happen to you but not to other people. So it's good to use just general examples that you can give, like if you annoy a cat and pull its tail, it can get angry and scratch you. You know, that's a perfectly good example without having to add in that my cat will do that.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought it was a really excellent debate, but I have the real decision maker in awarding the debate was how much rebuttal the teams had. So I thought overall that the negative team had a better debate. So congratulations. And Madam Chairman, if you can finish the debate up for me.
Thank you for your attendance. I now declare this debate closed.
And if everyone can shake hands as well.
Good work.